We can now start with the first part of the conference. Thank you, Professor Mumolo. Ladies and gentlemen here and online, good morning again. As described by our esteemed colleagues, to stay ahead of technological advances, we must have a sufficient number of knowledge workers. Therefore, as Professor Mumolo says, it's crucial to invest in retraining and upskilling programs for current workers and students, and especially to attract new generations of young people to industry careers. In this field, the IE3 project has been funded by the Knowledge Alliance Action of the Erasmus Plus program with a budget of more than 800,000 euros for 3 years. It ranked in the top 10% of the KA projects across Europe, and the whole consortium for the project includes 5 academic partners: Potsdam University of Technology, Universidad Politecnica di Madrid, Linköping University, University of Bari, and Polytechnic University of Bari, which is the lead partner of the project. Project partners are Alcomot from Poland, Bosch from Italy, Implema from Sweden, and Arruti Catenaria from Spain. 2 technical partners more, Valuedo Infotech, will have supported project management and disseminations. We had associated partners as European associations representing university professors, AIM, students, Association of European Students in Industrial Engineering and Management, STEAM, and companies as Madrid Network from Spain. These partners will participate in today's conference and contribute to the event. Ladies and gentlemen, so it's a great pleasure to me to be here today to discuss the progress of our project. The aim of this project is and was, and I hope it will be, to align the educational offer with the knowledge needs of Industry 4.0, and to achieve this goal we have set several milestones. First, we are comparing the educational offer with the knowledge needs of industry. This is crucial to understand the current gap and identify areas for improvement. Second, we are renewing the body of knowledge for our program, Industrial Engineering and Management, to ensure that our students will receive up-to-date education. Third, we are renewing, digitalizing, and testing our Master of Science modules to provide our students with the latest skills and knowledge. Fourth, we are designing a new European master program in industrial engineering and management. Finally, we are creating a handbook to serve as reference guide for educators and industry professionals. We are for sure excited to continue working together with all the stakeholders to provide the next generation of workers with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed in the industry sector. The 7 major outcomes achieved in the past 3 years are documented on the project website in the results section. These range from the training need analysis to the design and testing of learning materials, both in-person, traditional one, and e-learning, and culminate in the proposal for a new master program. Please take a moment to visit the website and see these results by yourself in the future. In the project, we conducted as first phase a training needs analysis survey with over 75 companies, from across Europe. And to keep pace with the rapidly changing technology landscape, we must continuously monitor the knowledge demand and practical competence as expressed by this industry, and anticipate the prominent knowledge needs identified by both industrial and academic research. To meet this challenge, we must streamline the higher education innovation process by using tested procedures for identifying knowledge gaps, updating program contents and tools with a specific emphasis on master program. It's my pleasure to announce that our colleague Agnieszka from Potsdam University of Technology will provide valuable insight on these topics in a few minutes. Here in the picture, only as an example, we have an illustration of the discrepancy between industry demand and university offerings. As you can see in the last 2 columns, there are a significant needs and gaps larger than expected in the area of soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and leadership. On the other side, we live in a rapidly changing world where major challenges for modern societies are becoming increasingly complex and interdisciplinary. To address these challenges, we need to merge integrated competencies and methodologies from both physical and social sciences and blend hard and soft skills. This means updating our higher education programs to include the latest knowledge and tools in both these fields. By doing so, we can create a dynamic knowledge path that will help us tackle these challenges head-on. Thus, the methodologies for knowledge transfer need to be explored. In the industry's perception, as in the figure, a web-based learning that is less synchronous and more asynchronous is preferred. This is one of the results of our surveys. However, this requires a greater effort for teachers, great for professionalism and quality to be really successful. As a major outcome, I'd like to emphasize that it's more important to prioritize learning over teaching, particularly when considering the digital attitudes and abilities of the younger generations, the so-called Z generations. Let's embrace this change and empower the next generation of learners. To attain this goal, we need to adopt a hands-on learning by doing approach, which is based on a strong framework of technical and theoretical knowledge. Our colleague, Professor Ordieres, will be providing for sure insight on this topic in his forthcoming speech. The results of the first year and a half of the project have been summarized in the so-called body of knowledge. In our vision, it represents a conceptual framework and at the same time a set of technical guidelines for both designing new modules and improving or design existing industrial engineering and management course and master's program. These guidelines are based on the needs identified through gap analysis conducted at the EU level and as we have seen before. The body of knowledge is comprised of 4 parts. The introductory section clarifies the objective of making the project outcomes available and disseminating them throughout Europe. At the same time, the body of knowledge serves as a foundation for higher education institutions to develop their strategies, policies, procedures, and tools for renewing courses and programs in a dynamic environment by a formalized approach. Under a well-defined action plan during the project, coherent with the resultants from the body of knowledge, the partners renewed 5 existing modules at their universities. I'd like to stress out the great contribution in this activity made by all the industrial partners. Examples of this are available on the project website. On the screen is an example from Politecnico di Bari. It is the module Operations Management in Advanced Lean System, and on the screen you can see a case of the contribution of the partner Bosch in the design and realization of serious game cycle time analysis in the shop floor and on the seminar Lean Processes in the Digital Factory. More specific attention has been given from the partnership to developing and implementing 4 new e-learning modules. Joaquin will provide more precise information about that. All the videos and the learning materials are available on the website and have been developed by the Moodle e-learning platform. As an example, I can demonstrate the e-learning module developed by Linköping University and Implema on the topic of machine learning in operations management. Here are a video sample in the field of decision making and a case on stock prediction. The modules received a high evaluation of quality by students who appreciated the practical cases and the quick quizzes designed for the self-assessment. Finally, the project pieces of evidence have been summarized in a handbook. In other words, what is the hallmark of industrial engineering and management. The first piece of evidence is that it is important to maintain the conceptual framework of industrial engineering and management. It means that education in the main field of industrial engineering and management is based on a combination of knowledge of mathematics, natural sciences, engineering, and social sciences. The training should lead to graduated engineers able to solve technical, social, and economic problems with the help of integrating those skills together. The second and related piece of evidence is that it is important to maintain an engineering and technical science orientations. A clear marker is also that an industrial engineering and management student's unique competence lies primarily in the ability to integrate technology and engineering with management subjects. It's usually in a daily practical application that engineering problems meet non-technological issues like economic, organizational, business, social, and or ecological sustainability, as an example. Industry wants qualification to be more competitive in the new scenario. This is characterized by a combination of technical evolution and business revolutions, and both must be the key pillars in a broad engineering qualifications. As we continue to advance in the field of industrial engineering and management, it is crucial that we establish guidelines for setting up or renewing master programs in the disciplines which have been derived from the outcomes of the body of knowledge. It is important to note that these guidelines are not mandatory rules, but rather a set of advice stemming from the experiences and results of IE3 project partners. They should be adapted to the existing laws, rules, regulations, and constraints of the university or country in questions. The guidelines will support universities and companies in the self-assessment process of new or revised programs. We must always strive to improve the quality of education in this field, and these guidelines will help us achieve this goal. In conclusion, let us work together, industry, students, and university, to ensure that our Master of Science programs in Industrial Engineering and Management are of the highest quality possible, and that they will meet the today and especially the future needs of our students, our universities, and our industries all over and beyond Europe. Okay, unfortunately my time is over now, and so I will leave the floor to my colleagues.